One thing I said I would probably never do is zip line. Welcome to our brand new mini-series where we embark on an epic adventure through the breathtaking Arkansas Ozark Mountains. Over the next 2 weeks, we will journey from central Arkansas to the picturesque towns of Jasper and Eureka Springs, and finally to the adrenaline-pumping Horseshoe Canyon Ranch. Join us as we discover places that we never knew about, try almost 10 new restaurants, and experience unforgettable activities. We'll be staying in unique vacation rentals, zip-lining for the very first time, slingshotting through the mountains, conquering cliffs through exhilarating rock climbing, and more. But that's not all. Buckle up for 3 action-packed days at an off-road park where we'll push our limits and test our driving skills. We'll also see a section of the Buffalo National River at flood stage. And as our journey reaches its peak, we'll conclude with 4 incredible days at Horseshoe Canyon Ranch, where adventure meets relaxation in the heart of nature. So, join us as we capture every moment in our exploration of the Arkansas Ozark Mountains. This is the Ozark Mountain Road Trip. It's road trip time again. We are in Clinton getting gas, and we should have gotten gas in Greenbrier because it was cheaper. We stopped in Greenbrier because I had to get my driver's license renewed because it expires in about a week, and it's more fun to get your driver's license renewed not in your hometown, and the Greenbrier DMV or revenue office looked nicer, so that's what we did. How'd we do?
309 here. It was 295, I think, in Greenbrier, but we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't want to stop.
Stopped here in case it got higher the farther north we went. We had to fill it.
Yeah, but we stopped here when we traveled from the Buffalo last year, this exact gas station. So we're just gonna take a bathroom break and keep going. What are you getting, bud?
Daddy got all.
This looks like mostly Branson, isn't it?
Over there's some stuff, and there's Eureka.
No. We have coffee, don't we? You know coffee's essential in a road trip, right? Which is why we never leave home without a full Stanley. You know, the vintage kind, like this. The plan is to drive about another 45 minutes to Grinders Ferry, which is a popular swimming area and canoe launch site on the Buffalo National River. And I've heard there's a big sandbar out there where people like to camp. And I've never seen that section of the Buffalo River, so I'm excited to see it and see what it looks like compared to where we kayaked from Spring Creek to Buffalo Point. I'm just really curious how different it is in that section. Look how pretty the drive gets the deeper and deeper you go into the Ozark Mountains. I just absolutely love this area of Arkansas. My dash cam has just overheated in the windshield. It is a pretty warm day, and I guess that windshield is being a big magnifying glass today. So I took it out of its case and tried to cool it off in front of the air conditioner. It's working. Let's hope it is not ruined for the rest of this trip. We are making a pit stop at Grinders Ferry on the Buffalo National River because we've never been to this particular put-in. We have floated the buffalo, and I have an entire video on that, 2 videos actually, a long one and a short one, and I will put a link for that. Say hi.
Hi, we can smell the vault toilet porta potty situation.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, the pipe there is pretty rank.
Toilet. But I guess if you needed to go, you would be really excited to see this. Please do not put trash in toilets. Let's take a look. There she is.
Not bad.
I mean, when you got to go,
And
you got
there's
to
some hand
go.
cleaner on the wall.
Yeah. Even
An
there's
extremely large trash can.
actually extremely large toilet. Okay, close that back. Let's see what the sign says real quick. It is showing us where we are. Okay, you are here. And when we camped and floated, we were at Buffalo Point, which is where, babe? They're right there. There's Buffalo Point. Here's where we are now.
And over here's Ponca Wilderness,
Yeah.
where the elk live in Lost Valley.
This is a dark sky area, so if you like to take photos of stars or the Milky Way, this is where you come. If you've never floated the buffalo before, it's definitely one of those bucket list things, even though I don't like the term bucket list because I think it's just kind of morbid, but it's one of those things that you want to check off your adventure list. You can lazily float. You know, you can go in a canoe, you can go in a kayak. I think some people go in tubes. It's just definitely an experience you need to have.
It says you can camp on the gravel bar, and then it warns you about the flood, because apparently it floods very quickly when the water rises.
Yeah, some people do. They'll float and camp for several days, which would be extremely fun. Yeah, they put in somewhere at the upper Buffalo, and they will float for hours, and they'll set up camp on a gravel bar, keep going the next day. When we were floating down by Buffalo Point, there were some people who were camping on a gravel bar, and they were doing that too.
Good grief, what
Yeah.
step?
She's muddy.
Did you get that on film?
Yes. This is the Buffalo National River at Grinders Ferry.
With cars. I mean, you put a couple of hundred cars on this gravel bar.
Really?
And over there is where they jump off the bluff into the river. But like I said, right there at the bluff, it's usually like 100 foot wide. It would be the widest the river is.
And they camp over here to the right, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah, you can camp on anywhere on this gravel bar.
Y'all from around here?
Yes, I was born and raised here. Usually the river could kind of come into this right here, and it'll just be stale water. And they usually put the canoes and stuff in right here, and then you'll just kind of paddle upstream and then hit the main channel. and go
So
down.
it's usually about, what, 30 yards that way? Something?
Well, all these trees is usually gravel bar.
Okay, so it's on the other side of all of it. I got you.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really high.
So we ran into this local guy from the Marshall area, and he filled us in on what's going on over here at Grinders Ferry. And apparently, as you heard, that is usually all gravel bar. I remember now hearing that the buffalo was at flood stage, babe, but I forgot. So much stuff rolling around in my brain. We are going to continue on because we've got to get to Jasper today, and we've been slow. Thankfully, our Google lady is telling us that we only have about 47 more minutes to go from Grinders Ferry to our destination in Jasper. With us driving a little bit slower as usual, then it's probably going to be about an hour, but that's not too bad considering the scenery is so beautiful. At first glance, the town square here in Jasper is one of the prettiest town squares I've ever seen in Arkansas. After we check into our vacation rental, we're going to come back, I think maybe tomorrow, because we want to check out the Ozark Cafe, which has been here for 100 years, and the new Jasper Pizza Company, plus see what else we might find on the square. We have arrived at our home sweet home for the next 3 nights here in Jasper. We are at the Scenic Hideaway, and this is our view. And there's a pond down there. I don't know if you can hear the frogs, but I have a feeling they're gonna be very loud tonight, which will be lovely to hear. This is a perfect coffee porch. It's very windy. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's a house up there on that hill. Their view must be spectacular too. But it's dinner time, so I'm gonna go in and cook. Here's the lowdown on the Scenic Hideaway. It's a 3-story cabin on 10 acres of private land with a pond directly across from the Arkansas Grand Canyon. There are 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, a game room downstairs, with 2 bunk beds that sleep 4 kids. It's absolutely perfect for a family. I'll put a link in the description. Y'all, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there is a Pac-Man game in the basement or in the downstairs game room, and that's what's going on down there right now. I don't know if any of them know how to play Pac-Man. Maybe Timothy does. I know the kids don't, but he's trying to teach them. There were fresh flowers left on the counter from Jasper Gypsy. I don't know if they do this all the time or if this is just for me, but y'all, it's been like, I don't know how many years since I've had fresh flowers, and I wish you could smell it. Look how pretty they are. Like that flower right there. Is it focusing? Yes. This is so fragrant. I wish I could bottle it. Anyway, I told Timothy, I was like, there's fresh flowers, and I buried my head in the flowers. I haven't had fresh flowers in forever. I mean, it's probably been like 13 years. Anyway, he's like, you told me you didn't like fresh flowers because, you know, there was a time when I didn't because they just die. Or, I mean, they're already dead. They're cut. But, you know, they're just going to wilt. But I've changed my mind. I think I've gotten to the point in my life where I decided I like frivolous things. I like frivolous things like flowers now. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what this pink flower is, please let me know. Also, there is a s'more kit. We have graham crackers and jet puff marshmallows and an awful lot of chocolate. But then there are these. Have you ever had these? We already opened them up, but they are stuffed puffs, s'mores filled marshmallow bites. And they look like marshmallows. Let me get it to focus. Marshmallows like rolled in graham crackers. And I'm gonna cut one open for you. Here is the inside. It's this little piece of chocolate in here. They liked them. The kids and Timothy liked them. So now I am going to get some work done and listen to Pac-Man downstairs. The game room is a success. It's a huge hit. 200 points, 400 points. Hey y'all. There is so much more to see on this 2-week road trip. You will not want to miss it. It is epic. Please remember to hit that thumbs up and subscribe so you won't miss any episodes of this Ozark Mountain mini series. You're gonna love it. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around the natural state.